Okay, we are live. Familia, thank you for joining us. We find ourselves in between sermons, between the message from God of Sunday, August the 23rd, and this coming Sunday, August the 30th. We continue in Job, and we are exploring what the Lord is telling us regarding of our pain, our suffering, this life, the here and now. How do we face it? How do we face everything that is happening? What should we do? And lately, the last Sunday in his message, the Lord was speaking to us regarding his purpose for us. So last Sunday, I'm looking at my notes. Last Sunday, we were in Job chapter 5. This coming Sunday is going to be Job chapter 6. So I'm going to challenge you to please read it ahead. It is Job's response to Eliphaz's response. So we are getting deeper into this dialogue between friends, discussing the nature of suffering and what is God's role in that suffering, what is his purpose. Last Sunday, in his message, the Lord shared with us. He told us a couple of things. One is that uh, his comfort for us in this of pain and suffering. His comfort for us is not static. It's not just hey, wait here until the problems disappear or the problems go away. No, the Lord, his beauty is such that he can actually do something about what we're going through, that he can actually do something with what we're going through. He can use these difficult times, our suffering. He can apply discipline. He can give us discipline, or through discipline, the Lord can produce in us beauty, can produce something beautiful, which is we being more and more made into the image of Jesus Christ. However uncomfortable that discipline may be, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be painless. But part of the comfort is knowing that our God is not going to waste our suffering. Also, part of our comfort, beloved, should come from the fact that we, even if we don't know why we're suffering, and let me be clear, our suffering is not automatically a condemnation from God. That's the case with Job. That's exactly what the book is telling us, that sometimes we suffer without knowing why, but it's not necessarily because we have sinned. But the, the pain is there. So we may not know why, but for sure we know what direction God is taking us, and we know how he's doing it through discipline, through the molding of our being, and we know that where he, you know, towards glory. So what is he doing? He's molding us into the image of Christ. Where is he taking us? He's taking us through life all the way to glory. How he's doing it, using these difficulties that we may see. The difficulties that our pain has one of three sources. We know our enemies, the devil, the world, or our own sin. From the book of Job, the source, it's a little, it's of no, I shouldn't say not important, but it's not the focus of the book. The book is focusing on, okay, we are suffering, we are in pain. What do we do? We should not disregard God's discipline. We should look at it and say, okay, he is making me more and more into the image of Christ. And in that, familia, there is comfort. His discipline is never wasted. Our pain is never wasted on God's hand. This coming Sunday, Job 6, the title of the sermon is Kindness Withheld. And we're going to keep going in that direction of that dynamic comfort of God. How he, in his comfort, he's calling us and equipping us um, to go into action. He's moving us to act, not only to be, as I say, I'm going to be here waiting for the pain to go away. The Lord, um, because of who He is and what He has done, He's calling us, He's equipping us to do something while we are in pain. This particular message, or this Sunday in particular, the Lord will address the call for us to be kind, to be kind to one another. That that's what we need from others if we're suffering, and that's what we have to offer to others because of the gospel. We can be kind to other people. One problem that Job's friends do have is that they have a very narrow view of God's character. Their default opinion is that Job may be suffering because he's a sinner, and this is God chastising him. This is God's punishment on him. Um, they will hear from God later at the end of the book. They will hear from God. Uh, but for us, the point is, beloved, that it is important to tell the truth. It is important. Sanctification is important. Holiness is important. Sin is a serious issue, but it's also important how we say it. Job is complaining that his friends are not being kind to him. And we can read in his answer, in his argument, almost like, I'm not going to do this. I will never, I know how it feels not to receive kindness. If I have an opportunity, I will show kindness. And that's the message for us, particularly now. We need to be kind to one another. I'll finish with this. I read an email recently. It has nothing to do on the surface with what we're talking about, but you know how you can put your signature at the end, and this lady sent this email, and her signature says something like this: in a world, I think it's in a world or in a country that you can be anything you want to, be kind. I think that's a message we need to listen to. We, the church, there is a reason we can be kind. We have received kindness, and beloved, with God's power, with His work in us, certainly we can show kindness to one another, and that is something that is in short supply these days. And we, the church, should not be withholding it. We should be just giving it away. So that's what the Lord will talk to us about this coming Sunday. We have our service at 10:30. I hope you can join us. May it be online or in person. Please make plans to be together with God's people and worship Him as His church. Don't forget, you can share the links. You can invite, quote unquote, invite a virtual invitation. You can invite others to join us. Thank you for those who have done it. What a reward, right? To receive all those comments about how this message has been a blessing for our friends and our family. So please do it. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. We'll give you all the details. So until Sunday, may the Lord bless you and keep you always. Hasta luego.